Hi, and welcome to the first ever OCRegister.com boxing show. I'm Damian Calhoun, along with our boxing guru here, Carlos Arias. Carlos, last week we had the big Mayweather and Juan Manuel Marquez fight. There was also a fight on pay-per-view as well.
Yeah, it was boxing versus MMA, Money Mayweather versus the UFC. And I got to tell you, man, I mean, Money looked, he's the greatest defensive fighter of this generation. But is that a style that everybody loves? I don't know. I appreciate it, but there's a lot of fans out there that are drawn to the UFC now. And UFC had a show the same night, great night of fights. Everything was action-packed, knockouts. I mean, it was out of control. If you compare both cards, UFC was more exciting.
If you can, is there a way to compare the fans, fight fans versus UFC fans? Two different groups, you think?
See, there's a lot of guys that are just fans of fights. If you put a good fight out, they don't care. They're going to be there. But then there's a lot of boxing guys that just will not get, they'll never get MMA. They just can't get it. And there's a lot of MMA guys that go, boxing, that's old. That's for old people. So, there's some that won't cross over, but like me, there's a lot that just love great fights, and I watched them both. It was awesome.
I mean, we had in the ring Mayweather 12-round decision. Also a pretty good fight, almost good fight after the result between Shane Mosley and Mayweather in the ring. You guys probably saw that. Just your thoughts on what's next for Mayweather. Is it Mosley? Is it Cotto, Pacquiao? What do you think?
If he takes on Sugar Shane right now, it's the dumbest thing he could ever do because Shane's going to take him apart. That's the only guy out there that really could give Money a lot of problems because he's not afraid of his speed. We know he can hit. He just dismantled Antonio Margarito. You were at that fight. So he's the toughest guy out there. If he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao for the big bucks, you better stay away from Sugar Shane.
And I also think that the fight with Pacquiao is probably easier than Mosley. I mean, if you can consider Pacquiao easier. Also, this weekend we have a big fight at Staples Center. Klitschko and Arreola, trying to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion. He has a pretty tough opponent in Vili Klitschko. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well, first of all, I want to say you said Chris is going down in one round.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I heard it before the show. I'm going to tell Chris and everybody in Southern California you'll never be able to step into a gym.
Sorry about that, Chris.
No, but no matter what happens in this fight, he's going to make it a fight. He don't mind getting punched to deliver one. This guy will get in there and mess you up. So even if Vitaly wins, like he's favored to do, he's going to have to take some serious bombs from Chris. I think Chris has a real legit chance. I think it's going to be great for Southern California fight fans.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope that he'd take another tougher fight, a James Toney, or a tougher fight just to get ready for this one. But I mean, we'll see. The fight is scheduled. It's set to go down this Saturday, so I guess we'll see.
I know you're gonna have nightmares of the nightmare now, because I mean,
man, I'm looking over my shoulder all the time now. So that's it for this week. Make sure you check back next week. We're gonna talk about the wrap up of the Arreola fight and much more. So check us out at OCRegister.com.